So this isn't a video that I planned on making really. I've got Roger from the Wandering Forest to thank. He tagged me in a video about 12 pictures, or 12 pics from 12 months I think it was. So I'm returning the favour. The other reason I didn't plan it is because yesterday we heard the news about wild camping on Dartmoor being outlawed and the bylaw being overturned, so couldn't leave it go without mentioning that really. But first of all, I just want to give you an idea of where I'm at. So I'm on the Welsh Coastal Path and it's a very blustery day. Don't even know if you can pick me up on the mic really, but just come from Nash Point Lighthouse. Gonna walk a couple of miles up the coast, find a little bit of shelter I know of, have a cup of tea and throw my 2 pence in I suppose over Dartmoor. But first I'll show you my 12 pictures from 12 months. So that was my year in pictures. I didn't get out as much as I hoped, just because new baby. I made myself a promise that I'm going to get out more in 2023. Hence regular content. I think this is my second video in 2 weeks. So in keeping with the theme of this challenge for 12 pictures, I'm going to nominate a few channels that I watch. I'm not going to go for all the obvious ones, but few that you may have not heard of. So first of all would be Twin Peaks Camping, or Twin Peaks Wild Camping, sorry. Mark and Simon, fellow Welshmen. They do some epic walks and set up camp in some stunning places. If it's not rain on this channel, it's wind. Next would be Russ from Who Hikers. We had a little chat, I think on Instagram, or it might have been on comments on my YouTube videos. He started up a channel recently. He's already doing pretty well. I think he's on about 700 subscribers, so he's passed me really quickly. But they're a group of hikers based down in south of England, and they've done walks, things like the Isle of Wight coastal path and stuff. So yeah, check them out, really good. And last of all would be John and Nia from Two Welsh Travellers. Very good friends of mine. I've known John for donkey's years, and him and Nia, they get off to some amazing places. Now, he doesn't post a lot of stuff on YouTube. He tends to be more of an Instagram kind of guy, but the places he's been means he's got plenty of pictures, a lot better than mine, for what he's done in the last 12 months. So I'm throwing this down as a challenge to him to get his arse in gear, get a video out, get posting again, because he's been far too quiet. So those are my nominations for the challenge. The next thing, as I said earlier, I couldn't let pass without discussing, is the recent ruling on Dartmoor about wild camping. So I'm going to wander a little bit further up the coast. I know there's a little abandoned Coast Guard lookout further down, which should give me some shelter out of this wind, and I'll give you my opinions. So it's the 14th of January, the day after the announcement of the, not ban as such, well I suppose you could call it a ban, but the change in the bylaw around Dartmoor and wild camping. And as I expected, social media has gone absolutely crazy. There's so many pages I follow on Facebook and people on Twitter, and they've just all been kind of saying the same thing, a lot of negativity and saying this is the end for wild camping. Personally, I don't think it is. You know, wild camping is technically not legal in pretty much 90%, 99% of England and Wales, and people still do it without fuss. So I think this guy who's had this ruling overturned in the courts, this landowner, I think it's just a lot of hot air. Nothing's really going to change. How's he going to police it, for starters? You know, it's not a criminal offence still, it's still a civil matter, so the best he can do is find you and ask you to move off his land, as far as I'm reading into it. And the size of his land, he'll have to employ a fair few people to find you all. So as long as you stick to the rules, you know, pitch late, leave early, leave no trace, obviously don't bring attention to yourself, pitch off the paths, I don't think anything really will change. I suppose my opinion on the matter is not really going to matter. You know, I myself, I've only been camping, wild camping, for, you know, probably the last 2 or 3 years properly, and I've never been to Dartmoor, and it's definitely one of those places that was on my bucket list, and this ruling changes nothing. It's still going to be one of those places I plan on camping in the future. So as I said, that's my opinions on it. They're obviously not going to matter to anybody that's making any of these decisions, but I thought I'd give you my thoughts at least. Big thank you to Roger from the Wandering Forester for tagging me in the 12 pictures 12 months challenge. The guys I have tagged, don't feel any pressure to do it. If you do, it'd be great. Tag me in it so I know you've done it. Not that I'm keeping tabs or anything. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Any support you give, whether it's just a comment below, it's really appreciated to know that the videos are being watched and enjoyed by you guys. So I'm going to sit back, enjoy my cup of tea with a windy view of the Welsh coast, and until next time, happy camping.